Today we're going to be continuing working on our piano scale label page number 1 front sheet. It's the sheet that has number 1, 2, 3, 4 down the left hand side, and that we did number 1 last class. We started this working on this sheet last class. If you haven't done last class sheet yet, you should copy it from here. After I do number 2 here, you can go back and copy what we have here, because you're going to need to upload this onto the internet when we're done here as part of this assignment. Okay? Make sure that you go through this assignment with me, because next time in class you will be asked to do the third one here. And if you simply just go and copy what I have here on both 1 and 2, you won't be learning anything, in which case you're going to have a problem next time in class. Okay? So, first thing we're going to do with number 2 is we're going to take our written formula, which is for the major scale, key signature, the major scale. We're going to be doing the G major. Last time we did F major. Today we're doing G major, the G major scale. Now the major scale formula is up here in number 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, skip to 2, skip to 3, 4, skip to 5, skip to 6, skip to 7, 1. I want you to copy that one down here. Half steps are between 3 and 4. That's where we put the pyramids there. Everywhere else, there's a whole step. Now, once you've done that, since we're going to be doing G, the key signature of G, 1 will be starting on G, which means we're going to follow the musical alphabet up to G again. When we get to G, we go back to A, so 2 will be on A. 3 will have to be some kind of a B. 4 will have to be some kind of a C. 5 will be a D, E, F, and finally G again. This is our scale formula. These are the letters that are attached to each one of these degrees. Okay. We're going to be finding out the number of sharps or flats we use as we accomplish this over here. Just like up here, we found out that there was 1 flat in it. All right. So the next thing you need to do is we need to create our white and black keys. So I'm going to copy my formula across onto these white keys here. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Once that's done, we all know, and if we go back and look at one of our regular keyboard, we know that on all keyboards, there's never a black key between B and C or E and F. If you see here, B and C, E and F, B and C, there's never a black key on a keyboard. So every keyboard we create will never have a black key between B and C. So we're going to continue this line up here. There's no black key there. And E and F. So we're going to continue this line up, because there's never going to be a black key there. Once you're done with that, everywhere else you're going to create a black key in between. So for instance, G and A. The 2 guidelines that are closest to the center here, these 2 guidelines need to be extended down and brought across. That creates the black key in between G and A. Between A and B, we need another one. We take the 2 guidelines that are closest to this center here, bring it down, B and C, we already know there's no black key, so we've already created our guideline. C and D, another black key here. Go to the two guidelines that are closest to the center here. D and E, same thing. Black key between them. Two guidelines that are closest to the center. E and F, we've already created. The fact that we all decided that there's no black key between there. That's why we put the guideline up the center. And then finally, F and G. Now we've got our piano created. Next step, we're going to need to play our written formula. 1, skip to 2, skip to 3, 4, skip to 5, skip to 6, skip to 7, 1 on our piano here. And we'll be filling it in as we continue. So we start our 1 on G. Once again, I'm going to put it up here on G. 1. Once we land on a black key, then we will stop. So we got 1, skip to 2, put our 2 down, skip to 3, we're going to put our 3 down, 4, because there is no skip there, that's why we have the pyramid, and we will put our pyramid in right there. Then we're going to continue on with our formula. 4, skip to 5. 4, skip to 5. Then we're going to continue on our formula. 5, skip to 6. There's 5, skip to 6. Then we're going to continue our formula. 6, skip to 7. So once again, this is the one to really be careful about. Watch while I'm doing this. 6, skip to 7. This is one of the ones where you would be raising your hand in class because we landed on a black key. So the 7 is going to go on a black key. Make sure you put it up at the top here, because we're going to be writing a letter underneath that, just like every other one of these numbers has a letter underneath it. Now, 7 and 1, there's no skip there, so we're going to go from 7 to 1 and put our 1 in, and then put our pyramid between 7 and 1. Now we've put our written scale formula for the major scale onto the piano. Now, if you take a look here, the 1 is on G, so we're all set there. The 2 is on A, so we're all set there with our letter scale formula. The 3 is on B, we're all set there. The 4 is on C, we're all set there. The 5 is on D, we're all set there. The 6 is on E. We're all set there. The 7 is not on F. What do we have to do to this F to bring it up to where that 7 is? We need to sharp it. So if we sharp it, that brings the F up onto that black key, and we would label F sharp. Likewise over here, we're going to need to put that sharp there in our letter scale. And then finally, our 1 is back on G, and that's where it is. So now we have a completed formula. We have the number of sharps is 1. We're in the key of 1 sharp. That is how you do these examples. All right, once again, when you're done with this example, and if you were in class last, make sure that you've corrected anything wrong up here with number 1, and then take a picture of it and put it into the assignment folder. Thank you.